that long day behind you. Good times lie ahead. With company worth keeping that'll bash a smile on your head. Come on in, the door's open. You'll find just the finest folks here. Pull up a chair, grab a drink, and lend our stories your ear. Cause we're the talk the tavern. Here you're always welcome. The talk the tavern. Promising beer and bedlam. The talk the tavern. Music, medicine, then some. The talk the tavern. The song's over. Here we come.
I am Travis Sivart, author of series such as Silver and Smith Cyberpulp. So take 1930s noir and mix it with cyberpunk and you've got it. So my vices tonight is I have my first pipe ever that I ever smoked with some dark cherry Cavendish in it. And then I also have a Barks root beer with Kraken rum. So it's a Kraken Bark. No? Okay. And what about you, Andrea?
Andrea LeChat here. I have a hairy housing cat in my lap. That is my vice. I don't know if you want to see this. There he is.
She's pointing the camera at her pussy.
And he's very happy and very purring. And what about you, Ed?
I'm sorry. I'm chatting about boobs here, and I just totally lost my train. Maria, give them free, baby. Give them free. But anyway, I'm drinking a Beringer Canaris Pinot Noir.
We're going to do our opening toast now. So, first and foremost, here's to boobs. Free them if you got them.
Give us free.
We did have a question from Maria, which didn't relate to boobs, but I'm sure we'll figure out a way to work the boobs into this. And that was, Maria asked, okay, I got a question that I just asked my friend for a moral check for. Is it okay or acceptable for someone to disassociate with someone and then expect/try to merge back into their lives when they become ill/are dying? So here's what I'm saying. I had this clarified a little bit. The question is it okay for someone to disassociate with me and then expect to try to come back into my life when I'm dying? So this is a question from a viewer, and let's get at it. Then we'll get on to the stuff that is more boobish.
Boobs.
What do you think, Andrea?
What?
Is it okay for somebody to tell you to fuck off and then show up when you're dying and want to hang out with you?
No. So they told me to fuck off, or I told them to fuck
They
off?
disassociated from you until they heard you were dying. Then they show up.
Deep.
I don't know. It depends on what they bring when they come back.
My first thought is they're bringing a hope that they're in your will and they can get something from your fucking house. That's my thought.
No, they're not getting anything from me, but if they bring snacks, we can talk.
There you go. Gary says, do you want a pain in the ass in life and in death? Depends on the circumstance. Ed, what about you? What do you think here?
I think we're people, and there's always misunderstandings. And it's a shame that it would take something like knowing your once friend was dying for you to come back around and say, we fucked this shit up, or I fucked this shit up. Let's move on now. And just let people be human. And when we make a mistake, go ahead and say, then at that time, I made a mistake. Hey, let's fix this shit. And not wait that long. I mean, Travis and I went through something like that. I'm going to put our business out there.
Yeah, I was going to mention it too, so go on.
A period of time, we were close. We met. We got to know each other. We were close. some stupid bullshit happened because of this person that I was married with, and we didn't associate with one another for what, 4 years, probably 5 years.
Could have been more, yeah.
It
It's
was
something
a
like that. It's a
while.
while.
And to be honest, now I don't really remember what brought us back together. But
I
we
do.
did.
I
I'm
remember.
glad.
I remember.
Okay,
it.
go
Remember
ahead.
very clearly. And I'll throw my 2 cents in, then I'll finish this story
Yeah.
that you started. My thought is, if somebody fucked off and left your life, my mind is at ease. I figure it out. I settle myself down and I move on. For them to show back up, most of the time, my answer is like, nah, I'm good. Have a good one. But that being said, as Ed mentioned, the woman he was married to basically went, no. And Ed just stopped returning my phone calls one day. Like, he just wouldn't fucking... I was wrecked, because I'm a sensitive little bastard. But, you know, you get on, you move on, and then years later, I get a Facebook message from Ed going, hey, how are you? I'd love to talk to you again. I went, that's fine, but we're going to do this on the phone. And he said, okay. And then we got on the phone, said our niceties, and then I'm like, first thing I need to know is why? What happened here? And Ed explained it. I went, okay, good enough. Let's just move on now.
Yeah.
And in that case, it's fair, because Ed did disassociate with me for that reason. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, but I have
But you didn't come back together because somebody was dying, so that's different.
Well, we're all dying a little bit.
What I'm saying is, don't wait that long. You know, one of the things I've always said, probably since I was in my teens, you know, you go to a funeral and there's all these fucking people that never gave you the time of day for like the last 5 to 10 years of your life. And it's like, but you're showing up now?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
That's why I want to roast. I want to be... Hold on a second.
Like, on an open fire?
Maybe. It's,
roast his nuts.
And a couple comments I'll read in just a moment here, but no, I want to be cremated after they harvest whatever organs they can use, and then I want all my friends to get together, with or without the ashes, I don't care. And I want to have like a celebrity comedy roast. Just people can make fun of me and then say like one nice thing. And let's put the fun back in funeral and the comedy back in I'm dead. So, couple comments in chat here. Kess says, hold on, I got to scroll back up. Kess said, I recently lost a friend, so I've realized the mistakes I've made and I've been reaching out to people. I just reconnected with 2 friends. Might be boobs. I don't want that guilt on my conscience, and I'm trying to be a better person. We are always learning, and I realize how precious life is now. And Maria says, I can see it from both sides, but wonder where the line is. Because, like, the person who disassociated could have a regret and want to come back. But on the flip side, like, all this time they didn't come around or care, so, like, is it someone sick, dying person would need to deal with that when already stressed out? So
I think it would depend on the toxicity of the relationship. If it was a toxic relationship, you know, because those do exist, and the person disassociated with you, and then they started coming back around just because they learned you are dying, I would be tempted to say, fuck off.
That's a really good clarification, Ed.
Yeah.
Because if you were toxic in my life, I don't think I would have even bothered to respond. I may have, but I wouldn't have reconnected. But you weren't toxic. You were a positive thing in my life. So, yeah.
Well, thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah. And here we are, knowing each other for 25 years now.
I'm blushing.
And Tal says, I've had this too. I disassociated from my father because he was very cruel to my mother and I verbally. I decided enough was enough for about 5 years. I reconnected with him 2 years or so ago, but our relationship seems cursory because he's too busy with Second Life. Now, Second Life, that's the video game, right? Or is it a Christian thing? What is Second Life? Because there is a video game called Second Life.
Yes, it is.
So I just need some clarification on that. Really, it is the video game. Okay, I thought maybe he found God.
You never know.
Doesn't it sound like Second Life would be like an adult summer camp for religious people or something?
Yes, Maria. It's the game where it's porn sims. Yeah.
I played that for a while. I did not find the porn sims part. I was like in a steampunk town running around.
Me too.
Damn it. That sucks. That's true. Kez says, why not just watch porn?
But then I get all frustrated. Yeah. It doesn't work for me. I just get all damn frustrated. I want the real thing.
As opposed to play Second Life is what you meant. Not as
Or watching porn.
Right.
Yeah.
She was saying watch porn instead of playing Second Life.
Okay.
Yeah.